Stretch today is going to start from a standing position. We're going to be starting with a wide-legged forward fold. So when you're ready, go ahead and come onto your mat. We're going to go ahead and open up our stance as wide as the hips will allow. Your feet are going to be parallel. I want you to bring the hands to the hips, lengthen through the torso, hinge at the hips, and go ahead and allow the torso to fall down towards the earth. Hands are going to rest on the mat. Press into the mat if you have the ability to do that. And you always have the option here too, if you want to put a couple books under your hands or if you have yoga blocks at home, that brings the floor a little bit closer, makes this a little bit more accessible. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and crawl the hands over to 1 foot. I want you to continue lengthening through the spine. Only stretch into this as far as is comfortable for your body. We're going to go ahead and walk the hands back through center and work our way on over to the other foot. Beautiful. Continue to lengthen, continue to breathe. Nice strong breath as you're here. Let's go ahead and work on coming back through center. And as you come back through center, lengthen through the torso and rise up. And we're going to go ahead and come down into a low lunge position next. Right foot forward, left knee back. Once you're all settled in, go ahead and press the hips forward. We're going to stay here for several rounds of breath. We're going to be about 30 seconds on each side. So just leaning in, pressing the hips forward into the stretch to open up the hip space. Nice strong breath. When you're ready on your next exhale, we're going to go ahead and bring the hips back to that neutral position. Switch sides, left foot forward, resting into that right knee this time. When you're ready, go ahead and press those hips forward. Again, about 30 seconds on this side as well. Just continue breathing deeply into this big hip opener. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and start to shift the hips back into that neutral position. Moving into a seated position next. Legs are going to extend forward. We're going to come into seated forward fold. Toes up towards the sky, feet are flexed. When you're ready, hinge from the hips. Start to lean the torso forward, reaching for the feet, the toes, the ankles, the shins, whatever it is that your body can comfortably reach, and just continuing to breathe into the space that you're creating through the backside of your body. Be here for about a minute. That's going to be roughly 8 to 10 full rounds of breath. If you don't have a timer handy, you can always use your breath to monitor the amount of time that you're in each of these stretches. Nice full deep rounds of breath as you're here. Nice big inhale. Let's go ahead and rise on up. From here, we're going to come onto our backs. We're going to be working into figure 4, reclining pigeon pose. So I went and started with my right ankle above my left knee. Nice big inhale. I lifted my left foot away from the earth, and I'm going to go ahead and hold on to the back of my left leg or the left shin, whatever it is that I'm able to comfortably reach. Now, of course, here, if you'd like a deeper stretch, you can always lift the head away from the mat, pulling the chin towards the chest. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and switch sides. Left ankle above that right knee. Nice strong inhale, right foot away from the floor. Go ahead and cradle the back of the right leg or the right shin, whatever you are able to comfortably reach. We're going to spend about 30 seconds or 5 to 6 full rounds of breath on this side as well. You always have the option on this side also to make it a deeper stretch by lifting the head away from the mat, pulling the forehead towards that right knee. When you're ready on an exhale, lower both feet back down to the floor. We're going to move into child's pose next. So go ahead and come on to the knees and then pull those hips back towards the heels. I want you to really lengthen through the torso here. Puppy pose, puppy dog is always another option if the deep knee bend is too much, or you can take the knees as wide as the mat if you'd like a different form of this child's pose. I like to take my knees as wide as the mat, toes stay together, and then press the hips back towards the heels once again. With any of these, you're going to continue to lengthen through the spine, that we're really looking to stretch through the shoulders and the hips here, regardless of which child's pose we are in or whether we have come into puppy dog. Beautiful. Continue to breathe, continue to open, continue to lengthen. About a minute here in child's pose. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, you're going to go ahead and rise on up.